Good morning and welcome to Thailand. Today we're going to be visiting what's called the Open Zoo. I'll give you the exact name when we actually get there. But before we do that, I just wanted to show you the place I was staying and where I'm going to be living here in Thailand for the next week. It's a little bit off the beaten path. Specifically, I'm in an area called Pattaya, which is sort of like a beach town about an hour and a half away from Bangkok. So I'm down by Pattaya and I'm staying in a place called the Loft Resort. And yeah, this is it. This is my little alleyway. The beach is down that way somewhere. But nonetheless, we're a little bit off the beaten path, which is sort of what I wanted in this quaint little private, at least private for me, I don't think anybody else is actually staying here, area. I'm going to show you the room that I'm staying in, and along with a few other of my little favorite things I've found in Thailand so far. And you can kind of see why. If I can raise the camera. That is my room up there. Before we go upstairs, let me show you. Again, I'm sort of off the beaten path, and behind me is pretty much this jungle. And today we're going to be venturing even further towards that sort of jungle type area, towards this zoo. But let me show you my room and where I'm staying. Again, it's called the Loft. And this is why. Because our little room is upstairs. Now the first thing I noticed about this place is it's kind of neat. It's got this little delivery window right here in case I don't want to open the door for someone. I can always just use that little window. Did I get a good view of coming in here? Hold on. There we go. Here's the little place that I'm staying. This is my bed right here. Excuse the mess. I've got all my kind of things laid out. I've got a little spot. There's no chair. I kind of thought I'd be able to use that as a desk. There's no chair and there's no electrical outlet over there. The only electrical outlet I have is right beside the bed. So I've been doing all my work and everything on the computer right there, which is fine. But let me give you a little overview. It's small, it's only like 350 square feet or something, but it's got everything I need. It's got a little fridge down there, which has got some of my favorite things. We'll get into there in just a minute. It's got a little coffee pot, got a TV that I haven't been using. It's got a little place to hang my clothes. And it's got a bathroom with a nice warm shower, a sink for brushing my teeth. This is something different than what we see in America. This is the water heater. Now my first favorite thing about Thailand so far is what they call the bum gun. Now we've got bidets and stuff in America, but they're not very common. And I guess down here in Southeast Asia, or in Asia in general, or in most of the world besides America, they use these things called bum guns. You can't flush your toiletries down the toilet. So when you're done doing your business, you get to, you get to basically use the equivalent of the things that you wash your dishes with to wash your little bum hole. But the bum gun isn't my only favorite thing about Thailand. My second favorite thing about Thailand is this right here. This is basically an herbal inhaler, and I've heard this is the best brand right here. But basically what you do with this is you just, you sniff it. And if you know what like a Vicks inhaler is, or Vicks Vapo Rub, that kind of thing, that's exactly what this right here smells like. And I guess the Thai people are all about these things, and now so am I. And basically what you do is you just, have a little sniff of this thing whenever you want. Now my second favorite thing that I've discovered in Thailand so far is this right here. There are all sorts of different flavors of this stuff. I like the orange, but they've got passion fruit and mango and all sorts of different things. And you can buy these at any 7-Eleven in Thailand, which there's thousands of, sometimes like multiples on every corner. And basically this is just like a vitamin C shot or it's a little bigger than a shot, but it's like a vitamin C drink and it tastes delicious. And it's a good way to start your morning. So that's the second thing. Or wait, I said the bum gun. I said the herbal inhaler. So this is the third thing that I've discovered that I like about Thailand. Let me show you another. This right here is something that I discovered last night. And it is called sun-dried meat. Can I get this open with one hand? It's called sun-dried meat. And basically what this is this is sort of like, how they prepare it is they basically halfway make jerky. And then they take that half-made jerky and they deep fry it. So you've got a nice crispy exterior and a nice sort of dried meat kind of chewy center. And it's absolutely delicious. What you're actually supposed to do with this stuff is it comes with this, this Thai sauce of some sort. So you dip your little jerky bites in there. It's a lot better when it's warm, but it's delicious. It tastes like deep fried jerky, but not overly chewy, just chewy enough. So that's another thing that I've discovered just the other night that I love about Thailand. So it's my favorite food that I've tried so far. Now let me show you the last thing. I saved the last one because, you know, it is what it is. But another thing that I love about Thailand is this right here. We've got two main types of beer here in Thailand. You've got this Leo and you've got Chang. Well, I call it Chang, but every time I call it Chang, they correct me and say Chong. Anyways, this is the brand that I chose. This is Leo beer. And you know, what can't you love about a Thai beer, right? There's not much to say about this. I think I pretty much did the walkthrough of this room. Again, just a tiny little space, but it's super comfortable. It's got nice cold air up there that blows directly on me when I'm resting and relaxing and watching some YouTube or something in the bed, preparing for the next day. And that's what we're gonna do now. Again, we're heading to the zoo. I'm excited to see what the difference is between a zoo back in America and a zoo here in Thailand. So we're gonna find that out together, and I'll see you when we get there. So I've just ordered my grab. We've got about 5 minutes until they're here to pick me up. But there is one thing I wanted to show you that I forgot this morning, and that is these little shrines, or whatever you want to call them, that you find outside of almost every business and a lot of homes and things like that. And they're just these cool little, I don't know, shrines is the only thing I can think of to call them. The people put those in these places to kind of ward off the evil spirits and that sort of thing. So we've got our grab coming in about 5 minutes. Let's say goodbye to our little place for a minute and go stand up by the road and wait for them. Sadika, yeah.
Only you.
What am I? What's that?
Okay, one people, only you.
Yes, one people, just me.
You buy ticket there?
Yes, buy ticket there.
Because I can take care you. I wait you there. Come back with me.
Okay.
Yeah. How much you pay? The same price. I not charge you for wait you there.
Okay.
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 Thank you. I not fast na. You.
We are entering Chonburi, almost at the zoo. Khao Kiao?
เขาเขียว
Khao Kiao Open
Yes.
Zoo?
เขาเขียว open zoo
Okay.
yes เขาเขียว open zoo
Khao Kiao Open
I
Zoo.
show you
Buy ticket right here?
yeah you go with me
Okay. We're going to buy a ticket so he can save me 50 baht.
you can saying but pay about 60 baht I'm not sure inside yeah
Thank you.
mini car
Oh.
you can ride inside
Oh,
everywhere
you can rent a
Up-
car
up to
inside?
you. Yes, up to you. You want to rent or not,
Oh, okay.
or you want to sit but
Yeah.
inside have
Okay.
service you.
Okay.
Give me tickets, sir. Thank you.
I think he's saying that we can rent a car inside or we can walk.
Yes.
I'll
You can walk. You can pay a buy ticket, sit but you can buy ticket for mini car.
mini car. Yeah. Thank you very much.
Okay, sir.
I get out here?
Tran.
I get out here?
Yes, sir.
Okay. I will see you later.
Okay, see you.
Thank you.
ครับ sir.
Yep. Kapun kap.
ครับ
All right. Here we are. We've arrived. I guess I'll probably go to the Welcome Center first. Honestly, I don't really know where to go, but we'll figure it out. All right, well, I think I'm in. I'm not 100% sure yet, but I'm pretty sure I've entered the zoo. He was telling me in the car that I can rent a, I think he was saying I can either rent my own car, or maybe he was talking about that I can take one of these little tram type things back here. So we've got some sort of a food center over there. And looks like all the people are congregating down there somewhere. I don't know if you can see those little cars right there. Maybe that's what he was talking about that I could take instead. Pretty neat little area. So we'll explore this a little bit before we actually head into the zoo. I mean, just everything in Thailand is so lush, I guess is the best way to put it. See that sign? Khao Kiao Open Zoo. I don't know if you can see it or not. It might be too dark. And a little playground for the kids. I think we're getting into the thick of it here. We'll find out in a minute. Oh, look. We've got a monkey. Try and get closer. Look at this guy. And how cool is he, right? Just enjoying himself some sort of a nut or a piece of fruit or something. I mean, if that's not a good introduction to a zoo trip, I don't know what is. Seeing monkeys just walking around. Maybe that's what they mean by open zoo. Head into this discovery center. See what's going on in here. That's cool. Looks like an albino bearded dragon. Got a white cobra dancing around here. This is actually what I've been looking for since I got here, a bathroom. It's hard to find bathrooms in Thailand. That's one of the first things that I noticed is back in America, there's bathrooms in every business and everywhere you go. In Thailand, it's a little harder to find bathrooms, but we got one. believe it or not, this is the first non-Western toilet that I've seen in Thailand. Not to make the first part of this whole zoo experience all about the toilets, but you know, I had to take a pee, so what do you want? Just hanging around, doing their thing. More monkeys over here. Oh, capybara. I'm not sure if I've ever seen a capybara in real life. I guess you can even feed them over there. It's a little overwhelming, I'm not gonna lie. Now look, right up ahead we've got penguins. I don't know how to get in here. Every time I see penguins in American zoos, they're always in like a cold type of environment. So, I don't know. There's the penguins. This is what they were talking about, the trams that you can take around. It would be kind of neat to take one of those little cars maybe, but I don't know. There's a cool little garden area. And this is the Thailand that I was expecting. So where I'm staying in Pattaya is beachy and resorts and things like that. And this kind of stuff is what I was really excited to see. I love the combination of the natural and the human-made, or the unnatural, I guess you could call it. You know, so you've got the wild plants growing everywhere, but everything's kind of in its place and everything's organized, as us humans do best. So anyways, I'm still on my way to find out where I can rent one of these little vehicles. I think what it's telling me is I can ride the tricycle in the green zone, not that one. Okay, so I've actually changed my mind on renting a little tricycle thing, and now I'm looking at one of these golf carts, because I guess you can go to more areas of the zoo in them. I don't know, I've been wandering around looking forever, but I finally found where to rent them. And I've got my little queue ticket, and we're about 50 behind, so I guess I'll see you again when we have ourselves some wheels. I figured while we're waiting, we might as well check out this Gibbon Island, and I don't know if you can see that, but there he is moving. All right, and I hear him calling A15s. We're about 4 spots away. Let's go get our wheels. I finally got my wheels. I finally figured it out. It was a little bit confusing when I was first getting in here, just to where to go, what to do. I thought I'd walk it first, and then I think pretty much what everybody's doing is just driving these cars around. So I figured when in Thailand, do what the rest of the tourists are doing. So here we go. I do think I made a good choice in choosing the private car versus the tram. Deer's going on over here. That's cool. Speaking of deer, look at this guy right here. We've got lots of deer in America, but not ones with cool antlers like that. Look at that guy. I guess we're walking down to see if we can spot some hippos. I can smell the hippos already, so let's see what we can find. There they are. Right there by the edge. This kind of thing's a little bit annoying. Even in the zoos, you see trash. I mean, who just throws their trash in a place like this? I will say though, you don't see too much in Thailand in general. Let's get a better shot of these hippos. Otherwise, what a beautiful walkway though. Just surrounded by lush. Like I said earlier in this video, I feel like I'm in the jungle, but you know, a human-made jungle. Or a jungle with a human touch. You gotta go where the crowds are. Let's see. See those little guys in there? I think they're like mini hippopotamus or something. Let's get closer. Oh, one of them's named Jonah. My son's name is Jonah. So cool. But the best part of all of this isn't just seeing these animals up close. It's walking around. It's being in the environment, and it's feeling like you're in Thailand. Gotta say, I'm kind of digging this car thing. I mean, you drive from one spot to another, and then you just get out, you do your little walk around, and come back to your car and move on. It's relaxing. I think this area that I'm walking to is called the African Savannah. Nice cool skulls. There's a giraffe skull. A zebra. And then check it out. Check out the savannah. We've got a giraffe eating a tree right behind that hut there. And then we've got a bunch of, let's see, where is it? Yeah, I think you can see it. I can't really see in my camera. That's why I'm like pointing and stuff a lot. We've got some ostriches and some more giraffes. I will say this about my first impressions of this zoo is that everything is, sorry, I was so zoomed in there, everything is big and spread out and has like a very natural feel to it. I mean, just look at the savannah behind me, you know? They're not in, or they don't seem, there's a couple things in cages that we saw. But yeah, a lot of the exhibits, if you'll call them, have been open and big and I guess free for the animals to roam. I don't know what I'm talking about. Let's get back to the car and move down the road. Some hamburgers, chicken nuggets, bubble tea. There's the tram that I'm glad I'm not on. I guess there's a little walking trail. Maybe we should do that too, actually. I'm gonna go park in this area up here and come back. If hamburgers and hot dogs aren't your thing, it seems they've got a variety of, looks like Thai food, maybe Korean food, something along those way. But I spotted, which I think is a rhinoceros right over there. Yeah, we can get extra close. Don't touch the animal, but I mean, wow. Just enjoying him some grub. Flamingos always have such a stench to them, I've noticed. I mean, I'll be honest, I've seen most of this stuff in American zoos, but this is probably, I mean, just the environment of this place and the enclosures and stuff like that makes this better, in my opinion. Plus the fact that I can ride my little car around makes it, gives it an extra little layer of excitement. This is a little walkway that I spotted earlier that I wanted to make sure I came in checked out just to make sure I didn't miss anything. I don't see anything in here yet. But if there was something in there, I bet it'd be cool. One of those big rhinos coming out of his little home there. So I guess not all the enclosures are like completely open. But I know that some people have this opinion on zoos is they don't like to present or use animals for entertainment and making money and that sort of thing. I've got nostalgic feelings about zoos, and my feeling on it is that, and I don't know, I guess this may not be the proper thing to say, but I kind of feel like when people come to places like this and they're able to get a little closer to these animals, it creates a little bit more of a soft spot in their heart, or at least that's what made me love animals when I was growing up. So, I don't know, take it for what you will. Whether you like zoos, whether you don't like zoos, you have to admit that it's pretty cool to come to a place like this and just be able to walk right up to things and just see them like, not necessarily in their natural habitat, but something that represents their natural habitat and something that, just something that you would never really get to experience in your life otherwise. Now, where'd I park? I think I parked either over there or maybe around the corner. But before we get there, let's go see if we can see some lemurs. That's pretty cool looking. I see a couple of them jumping around over there. Anyways, that's the lemur home. There's just something about lemurs. It's those big eyes, I think. Makes them look so inquisitive. So in case you're curious, the cost to get into this zoo was 500 baht, which is about $15. And then the cost to rent this golf cart was another 550 baht. And that includes some insurance in case I crash and do something bad. Yeah, I just thought you might be curious about that. It makes it a little more exciting when you got your little vehicle to ride around in. I saw a sign about some bears or something over here. Another peaceful little spot. Oh, it looks like it's got something in here too, but let's see if we can see anything. No animals. But also not a horrible place to just sit and listen to some water trickle if you'd like. It is too bad we can't see anything in here because I guess my favorite animal, the small clawed otter, typically lives in here along with a binturong. Oh, we do see an otter. Oh look, that one's got a fish in his mouth. There they are. We saw some otters after all. Going into their little cave. Let's see if we can find the Asiatic black bear. It's a pretty cool looking enclosure. This hot Thailand sun. Thailand in its getting colder part of the year feels like feels actually hotter than my hottest part of the year back in North Carolina. Check this guy out. It's almost like he's posing for us. We're heading back on foot up this little path to see if there's anything up here, which I don't think there is. Oh, there's a bear coming. Look at that guy. Wow. Let me get up close. There he is, peeping through the... Hope I got that on camera. Don't know if that's the same as what that other one was But if these enclosures are connected, my guess is he's going over to see his buddy. Yep. Coming back over to hang out with his friend. That guy he likes to be on camera, I think. It's pretty neat the way that their claws kind of fold in as they walk, or they kind of turn inwards like this. Nothing much over here. Onward. It's a lion. King of the jungle, I think. I'm not sure if they have lions here in Thailand, but they do have that one. But what I was really looking for was this guy right here. Do you see him? The tiger. Now I'm almost positive they have tigers here in Thailand, and that guy definitely lives here. Super cool. I think we've got some sort of a bird aviary coming up. You can see the cages and stuff up there. We probably should have parked and walked, but we'll come back. I'm not a big bird fan anyways, if I'm being completely honest. There's just something about them. I don't know. They're always twitching around like that. Despite their twitchy behavior, we're going to see them anyways, because generally the enclosures that the birds are flying around in is pretty cool. Full of plants and just jungle-like things. Yeah, you gotta see this. See what I'm talking about with the aviary enclosures? I mean, who cares about the birds, right? But it is nice to just kind of be in here and soak it all in with this, just this tropical environment. Not that this zoo has had any sort of a lack of it. It's funny, all these plants that you see down here in Thailand, they're like the house plants that we have back in America, except over here they're all like trees. So I'll recognize the leaves and things like that, but they're just so much bigger over here. This is probably the coolest bird aviary I've ever seen. I mean, look, we're heading up to that bridge next. It blows my mind how us humans can come together and create things like this. I mean, again, despite however you feel about zoos and that whole thing, you have to admit, it's pretty dang cool to be in a place like this, surrounded by this sort of stuff. And it's all manicured, right? So unlike walking through the jungle, you're gonna see a lot of different varieties of plants and stuff in a place like this. And everything's a little bit more put together, a little bit more organized. Exactly the way us humans like it. Looks like we can walk behind this waterfall over here. Let's go check that out. I mean, I would honestly live in this place. Have me a little hut over there. I'd even sleep in a tent. One day, maybe. One day when I make it big, I'll build something like this and put a little tiny house in here. And just live out the rest of my days among the plants and the monkeys and the birds and all that sort of stuff. I do have to redact my earlier statement where I was talking about how the enclosures were, you know, so well spaced out and everything like that. It's not that it's wrong in my opinion, but yeah, it's not as natural as I initially thought. More bird cages on the way out. Again, not the biggest fan of bird cages, or birds in general. So here we are right here at the bird aviary. It looks like we've got some sheep and elephants and stuff coming up, and then this part right here was what I was confused of and is the reason that I rented this golf cart in the first place. I'm not sure if we can take the car in there because it doesn't have these little like lines and stuff. But regardless, we'll find out in just a minute anyways. Gotta love that beeping sound when you back up. More food. More bird cages. Here's another little cool spot. Looks like we're supposed to be seeing some sheep around here. And there's one sitting right on the, right up on his little cliffside. And a couple more down there, eating. And one more even over there, chowing away on something. Now we're pulling up to the elephant station. I don't know if you can see them up there yet. Not those fake ones in front, but we've got some real elephants behind. And we'll get up there and get a closer view in just a second. Looks like they're over here drinking some water. You're gonna turn around? Not that way. There we go. Now another big thing that you can do is in Thailand is you can go to these like elephant sanctuaries and get even closer with the elephants and sort of interact with them and things like that. You got people feeding them over here, look. Feeding them these, whatever they're called, palm leaves. Look at this one with his giant tusks back here. Oops. I'm telling you, I can never get the zoom right the first time. It's that guy with his giant tusks in the back. Let's get another shot of this guy. Looks like we're heading to the wildlife wonderland. The outback? I don't know. I'm pretty sure this is the area that we weren't going to be allowed to go to in the other car. I think maybe like, I think I just saw like a real car driving up there. A little monkey on the side. It almost looks like this is more of an area where people come and like just kind of like chill. And then again, we've just now got in here, so we'll find out. Got something coming up here. But this part is definitely more of like a kind of drive-through. Maybe those other little cars don't move fast enough to come down to this section. I did see a sign back there that said something about Tiger Valley or something along those lines. So I'm kind of hoping that we pull up on something like that. I see a sign right there that says Cat Complex. So maybe Tiger Alley does exist after all. What else do we see here? Some monkeys and Tiger Valley. Looks like we've got some sort of chimps or something here. Another monkey just roaming around. Where are you? There you are. So cool that they're just kind of like walking around. There he is right on the top there. You can barely see him. He's kind of laying around, not doing too much. This is the chimpanzee exhibit. Not a lot going on. They're probably getting away from the heat of the day. And then over here, we've got the orangutans, it looks like. Again, you can't really see much, but there is one of them hanging out right in there. And a couple of them that look like they're waiting to go in for their dinner or something. Back there, waiting by their little door. Maybe they're feeling the cold air coming from inside that, whatever that building is right there. But yeah, not much to see at the chimps and the orangutan exhibit, unfortunately. Pretty cool exhibit though, I gotta say. See you, buddy. Oh, monkeys running around everywhere. Otherwise, this path is just full of little pit stops and places you can just sort of relax and take in the jungle-esque environment. I don't even know why I said jungle-esque. I'm pretty sure this is considered the jungle in Thailand. Anyways, we still haven't found the Tiger Alley, but we did see that tiger earlier. So let's see what else there is to do in this zoo here. I've got the pedal to the metal, trying to get a breeze wafting over my face here. I think we've got some sort of an Asiatic jackal or something in this cage. I don't know if I'm supposed to go back here, but we will anyways. It doesn't say not to. But it doesn't look like we're gonna find any jackals unless, nope. I was gonna say unless that's one, but it's just a log. Sometimes you win, sometimes you lose. Other times you come to see an Asiatic jackal and all you get to see is a fly-infested chicken carcass. I think that sign just said this way to Wildcat. They've called it, it's been called Tiger Alley, Wildcat Village, and I don't know, I think there was one more thing that they called it. I think this is the last stop on our little journey through the zoo though, so could that be Wildcat Alley? It definitely seems like this part of the zoo is kind of like their under construction part where they're building new things or maybe house animals before they can move them into the actual enclosures and stuff. Looks like there might be something in there. Let's park our little car up here and we'll walk back through and see what this Wildcat, see if this Wildcat Valley lives up to its name. Supposed to be a fishing cat in here. I can barely see, so I doubt you can. see very well either. Oh, there they are. Little cats. Kind of look like, I guess it's called a leopard cat. It looks like a Bengal. Otherwise, nothing else. Nothing else much in here. Look at this guy. Do you see him down there? Just kind of chilling on the ground. Now where there's people, there's usually, oh, there's one. Wildcat Valley is living up to its name. Wow. Here's another one coming right here. Sorry if the reflections are annoying. I mean, massive animals like that, elephants, tigers, lions, you can just sort of like feel the energy coming off of them. And these are captive animals. I can't imagine running into something like this in the jungles of Thailand, which I'm pretty sure do exist out here in the wild. A couple more sleeping. Try and get rid of these shadows, or these reflections. Looks like a pretty comfy bed to be relaxing on. Another experience you can have in Thailand is there's like tiger parks. So you can go in there and get more up close with tigers, and I'm pretty sure you can even like play with little baby tigers and stuff like that. And I'm told it's a pretty cool experience, along with the whole elephant thing that you can do here. Let's see if we can find a tiger in here somewhere. It's supposed to be this guy, but it's not looking too promising. Anything in here? In the little shady corners, perhaps? No. Part of the fun of the game of coming to a place like this is you get to kind of, you know, peep in the cages and see if you can spot the animal. I wish we could spot this Siberian tiger. You're not going to be able to see it very well, but right there in that back, under that little archway, they're sleeping right behind the pond. You can just kind of see like their feet and stuff. It's a no-go on the Siberian tiger, but we did get to see some cool regular tigers. Let's make our way back to our little vehicle up there. And I think we're almost done with this experience. So that was Tiger Alley, AKA Tiger Valley, AKA Wildcat Valley, AKA whatever else. Does look like there might be some more over there. Let me pull over one more time. And we'll see if we can't find at least one more tiger to look at. I saw some people peeping in over here, so here's one. I think this is the Siberian that we missed earlier. You see him right in the back there? He's not showing his face. Should we give him a minute? Don't be shy. There he goes. Wow. Like you can feed him over here. So if you come to the I forget the name of the zoo, the open zoo in Thailand. Not only can you see tigers, whoa. I don't know if you got that on camera, but the tiger just made an aggressive noise and everybody jumped back. But not only can you see tigers and elephants and all sorts of other things, but you can also stick a piece of chicken through a cage. And, you know, hopefully it will make some sort of a loud noise to appease our human curiosity. Kind of gonna miss this little car when I don't have it anymore. I may have spoke too soon, and this may be Tiger Alley Valley Village right here. But we're gonna get out and we're gonna find out. Got that cool looking tiger thing built into the side over there. And yeah, Tiger Village wasn't over. We've got our wildcat, and we've got a cool lion in here. Again, you can feed him some chicken. Pretty neat. Pretty neat. There's a black jaguar right here. The glass is kind of etchy, so you can't really see through it, but there he goes. Just switching spots. These are some wild looking enclosures, I'll tell you. And now I think we're done with Wildcat Alley, which is actually quite a bit cooler than I thought it would be. Riding this little cart has also been kind of good practice on driving on the left side of the road for when I eventually am not too nervous to get a little scooter or something. And here we are, back at the golf cart return point. If I can find it. I'm actually about as confused on where to return the cart as I was on where to pick it up at the beginning of all this, because the sign said that way, but that just looked like a parking lot. Anyways, we're back at the beginning of the experience. I recognize the 7-Eleven. I think I gotta turn around. Yeah, I'm exiting the actual zoo, and I don't think they're gonna want me to take their cart. All right, we found it. Here we go. So anyways, that was our experience at the Khe Kiao Zoo in Thailand. I hope you enjoyed it. I enjoyed it. I just wanted to see what the difference was between a zoo in Thailand and a zoo back in America where I'm from. And I have to say, there's a lot of similarities, but there's a lot of differences too, namely the whole golf cart experience. I wouldn't suggest doing this without the golf cart. Personally, I'd rather, be able to do things on my own than jump on a tram or something like that. And the golf cart was definitely more pleasant than walking. So thanks for joining me and checking out this zoo in Thailand. And stick around and hopefully there's more adventures to come. I should have done my outro right down there. It would have been a hell of a lot more scenic. So I just got back out and our Grab driver had been waiting for me the whole time, waiting for her to take me back. So